all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
All right, folks, back here to the Gerald the Bossman Show. More March Madness coverage. We're going to talk to the Gardner Webb's head coach, Tim Kraft, the running Bulldogs out of the Big South. Coach Kraft, how are things for you, man? I know you living the dream right now down there.
Hey, that's exactly right, man. I'm just living the dream, man. It's a dream come true to get to this point and win a conference championship and have our team go in the NCAA tournament. That's exactly right. That's what we're doing right now.
And, Coach, for the first time in school history, you're off the list now of the schools that have been to the big dance. Now your school's off that list, man. How's it feel? How's the community down there feeling? How's the administration feeling and the students? What's the vibe the last since you guys came back with the Big South title here?
You know, everybody's fired up. Our community is really, really excited. It's you know, as we kind of made it to the championship game, you started to feel how, you know, from people in the community and former players, and how big of a deal this would be for everybody associated with Gardner Webb. And you know, everybody's just been super excited. Our students are actually on spring break right now, so they were not here when we got back, but we're looking forward to them getting back here on Sunday to kind of celebrate selection show with us.
It's going to have to be a wild watch party. I can only imagine, Coach, the wild watch party.
Yeah.
These kids are going to be having to come out spring break, would be Destin, Panama Beach. I remember those days, Coach. You get back, you're still on that emotional high. And then you got this coming. Oh, my goodness, it's going to be wild on your campus. It's going to be, let's say, it's going to be lit on your campus, Coach.
They're going to have something to be excited about, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed, man. And a 23-win season here, Coach. I tell you what, how does that make you feel first as the head coach? Getting 23 wins is 23 wins. That's a heck of a year right there. And secondly, does that show about the support you have from your staff, your players, administration? Because without the administration and your staff and your players, you can't get all these wins you guys have had. So having the support of all those factors and plus winning those games on the court, man, that makes you feel so good, Coach. Know that the hard work that you put in is paying off here.
Yeah, no doubt. We've had a great year, and everybody's been a big part of it. Obviously, you got to have good players. You got to have good assistants that can recruit good players, and you got to have an administration that is behind you and aligned with your vision for the program. And we have all of those things here, and we've had them here for several years. But to really put it all together this year, and my coaching staff has been tremendous. My assistant coaches have done just a great job, not only recruiting but also developing our players each and every year, and helping them get better, helping us coach this group. And we got a really special group of players that has really played for each other this year. Has really bought into what we're trying to our vision for how we wanted to play. And it's been special to see it kind of come together here in the last month or so.
And, Coach, for my listeners who are not familiar as your roster as I am, who has been the guys who really played key roles for you this year and helped get you to the point you are today?
Yeah, well, we've got 3 seniors. Brandon Miller is a fifth-year senior who's kind of a guy that's been a great leader for our team. He's played limited minutes off the bench inside, but he just brings great leadership and a great perspective just with his experiences. David Effiani is another fifth-year senior who was an all-conference player, was our leading scorer, 6'2", really athletic guard, attacking guard. He's had a tremendous season, super efficient season, shooting over 40% from three, over 50% from the field, positive assist turnover rate. Just had a tremendous season, and really has grown as kind of a leader for our team as well. And then DJ Laster is a post player, kind of an undersized, face-up post player that can play inside and out. And DJ just he was the MVP of our conference tournament, had 32 points in a conference championship game. And DJ really has just come alive here over the last few weeks. And he's had a good season and a solid season, but he's really played at another level here in the last few weeks, and has carried us in some of these conference tournament games. Those are 3 guys there. I mean, we're really got a group that has a kind of a deep team. We play 2 point guards, Jaheim Cornwall and Christian Turner, who are both really, really solid. We got a freshman by the name of Jose Perez that has had a tremendous year, started for us at the 4 spot. It's kind of a big wing that can do a lot of different things for our team. He can make shots. He can put it on the floor a little bit, and he's a terrific passer and can also post a little bit. So he's been a really, really good piece to our puzzle. And a guy named Nate Johnson, guard, redshirt sophomore guard, who's had a great season, averaging about 10 points a game, leads us in steals. And then we've got a couple guys coming off the bench, and Justin Jenkins and Eric Jameson, that have just been, guys that have really embraced their roles on this team, which how important that is. It's like you can have kind of the pieces to the puzzle, but how do they fit together? And we've had some guys that just really kind of own their roles, embrace their roles, have been all about the team, and that's made the difference for us this year.
And, Coach, I feel like that's so key is embracing your roles. I remember when I played ball back in college, Coach would tell us our roles. Like, he would say, hey, JR, you're a shooter. You're a defender. He'll go one by one, tell each guy their role. You accept that role, or you just wasn't going to be in part of the program. And I feel like that's part of player development, too, as well, with guys, because you got to develop mentally, the mindset, accept what they are as players, and where except coaching, where the coaching thinks they can go if they develop it the right way, put in the right work, getting up shots, getting in the gym, the classroom. So, Coach, how do you go about the player development piece, getting all the guys to get on that same accord and buy into the program development and individual development as well?
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a great question. That's a great question. You know, after it starts with us. You know, immediately after, when you finish the season, now we start to move towards the off season with each player, and we bring each guy in. We have a detailed plan for them. With, hey, this is who we think you can be next year. You know, these are the areas that were strengths for you last year. These are the areas that were weaknesses. And here's where we think you can go, you know, with both of in both of those areas, and the improving your weaknesses, improving your strengths, maximizing your strengths. And we kind of put a plan together and put a vision together for them in the spring, so that as we attack the off season, you know, guys understand, where we think they can go, and skills that we believe they can develop, and how, you know, we feel like they can be used in our system. And, hopefully that helps them attack the off season really aggressively and continue to get better every day. And then, you know, as we get into the fall, it gets a little closer to the year, and you're kind of evaluating, you know, where guys are at with some of those things. And then as you start to practice, I think the closer you get to playing games, the more you get to kind of narrowing the focus on what each guy's role is, and how they can help your team. And you might have had a plan for a guy to be a jump shooter, a good shooter, and work on that. But if he didn't really get better at that in the summer, and he really wants to do that, all of a sudden by the time you get to November, you've got to have a conversation with that guy like, hey, this ain't helping our team right now. You know, this isn't strength for you. You know, here's your stats. Here's what it looks like for you. You need to attack these areas, because this is where you're good. And that's one of our kind of keys to offense, is play to your strengths, help your teammates play to theirs. But anyways, I think each guy, developing that vision for them. And then, I think it's really important that you get them to buy in to what your vision is. And our season this year, we played smaller. So we have a guy named DJ Laster, about 6'6", 220 pounds, kind of stretch four-man, can play inside and out. But because of the dynamic of our roster and, the way we wanted to play, he ended up playing the 5 for us. And,
wow.
We needed to get him to buy into that, and get him to see that, hey, this is how you can help our team here. And how it can be beneficial for you as well, and beneficial for our team. And, he 100%, bought into that, and was able to guard bigger players and really just fight and rebound and defend and protect the rim. And then on the offensive end, he was able to really, exploit some bigger, slower post players on the perimeter, because he can make threes, he can put it on the floor, and, can score in different ways. So, that's kind of a long-winded answer to your question.
Oh, no, Coach, it was a great answer, because, Coach, you took me back to talking to Coach Cy Alexander back at Tennessee State. He would tell me, JR, your job is to shoot threes and give me NGF on defense. I remember those talks.
Right.
Summertime.
3 and D.
Yes, indeed. Say, work on off the dribble to your left hand. Off the dribble, because you're good to your right, but punt fake off the dribble. So I would be about summertime playing. Took 100 shots, going around the cones, going around the chairs, working off the screen.
Yeah.
So my role at TSU was 3-pointers, NJF on defense, but try to get better off the dribble. So our coach me say that. I remember, and I feel like I was in his office today and telling me these things with Coach Darren Tillis, Coach Jamal Brown, and Coach Mark Pittman, all those guys, man, who worked with me all at TSU those years.
Right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Great coaches. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's good, man.
Now, Coach, this exposure you guys are getting, I know it's going to help you in recruiting as well, Coach, getting guys who want to play for you, because you make the big dance, and guys will say, hey, if I go to Gardner-Webb, go out in the Big South, I'm going to play great teams like Radford, Hampton, Campbell, Presbyterian, Asheville's on the way back up as well. Other states are going to get better as well. So with Winthrop and Pat Kelsey, you have a great league to play in, and you get to a tournament under your staff there.
Yeah, no question. It obviously helps recruiting when you have success. And, we've had some sustained success in my 6 years here at Gardner-Webb, and we've never had a losing season in the league, and we've had some great wins over BCS schools, and we've always been kind of right there with close to winning a championship. We've lost in the semifinals of our conference tournament 3 times, but to finally kind of punch through and take this step forward to getting to the finals on Sunday, and then obviously winning and cutting the nets down. I do think that really helps you in recruiting, and players want to play in the NCAA tournament. That's what they want to do, and for the last 5 years, we've been recruiting guys saying, hey, we're going to compete for a championship. This is how successful we've been. We've been, right there. We're one step away, but now we can say, hey, we've been able to do this here. And, I think that goes a long way to helping us continue to recruit good players.
And, Coach, you feel like the Big South adding Upstate and Hampton to get you 4 schools in Virginia, 4 North Carolina, 4 South Carolina really make your league more balanced as well for scheduling and travel. And just being good, period.
It is. Yeah, no, that's a great point. But it is. It's got, the regional rivalries, and, the travel is really, really smooth and pretty easy to get to league games, which is nice. And, those two schools are great additions. And I love the Upstate addition for us because it's right down the road. And we typically we'll play Upstate in the non-conference anyway. So it's great to add them. They're, about 45 minutes away from us, right down the road. And they make perfect sense for our league. And then to add a program like Hampton, who has the history and tradition of being an NCAA tournament team over the years. And they bring just a great addition to our league as well.
Yeah, I had on Coach Joyner, and I would talk to him about it because Tennessee State, we're the OVC. So we're counting in his boat, HBCU school. It's not in a just HBCU conference like the MEAC or the SWAC. I find it to be fun and different thing to play at bigger schools because when you're in the OVC and in the Big South, you get more money than you would be in the MEAC or the SWAC. So, of course, we play those games for money, but you get your brains beat in, but it was fun. And you get a better conference and you get better competitions. I told them on the air, I said, your players might hate it originally, but they'll love it down the road. They'll love it.
Yeah.
That's the guy who did it.
Yeah. They do love it, man. They do love it. I mean, they love it. They we've really created some pride in going into those games and feeling like, hey, we can win these games. And this year we beat Georgia Tech and we beat Wake Forest in those guarantee games. And 2 years ago, one at Nebraska, and then the year before that, one beat Clemson and one at Purdue. So it's been, it's been able to, our guys love that challenge. They want to play against the best teams in the country and the best arenas in the country. And, I think that's also something that helps in recruiting when you can, show them where you're going to play.
That's what I got for you, Coach. How do you balance rest versus staying sharp? Are you going to be watching the film, maybe do some self-scouting here, maybe some lifting and shoot? So how are you guys going to go about this with these few days you have off?
Yeah. Well, we did a little bit of all of that. We our conference tournament, our championship game was Sunday. We took Monday and Tuesday off, so we gave them some rest. We came back in the gym on Wednesday, just did some skill and some shooting conditioning for about a little more than an hour. And then Thursday and today we kind of had pretty normal practices, pretty normal. Thursday was really competitive. Today wasn't quite as much live stuff, but was a fairly normal practice. And then tomorrow we're actually going to bring some officials in and really kind of make it a little more like a game, just in terms of trying to keep our guys game ready. A lot of the schools that we could potentially end up playing in the tournament are playing right now. They're playing in their conference tournament. So we want to keep that edge with our guys right there. And so we'll do a scrimmage a little bit with some officials tomorrow. And then we're actually going to take Sunday and take it completely off and just enjoy the day with the selection show.
I hear that, Coach. Yeah, I'll be on the road heading back to Atlanta from Nashville doing this lecture show. So hopefully you all get a good draw, man. Hopefully it works out real well for you. But if not, Coach, I definitely want to have you on the show again during the spring and summertime, man. Check on how your program is doing. If you're ever in Atlanta, Coach, recruiting, love to have you come to our studio and chop it up with us, man. Love to have you back again anytime,
man, we'd
Coach.
love to. We'd love to, man. We love Atlanta. We recruit a lot of guys from Atlanta. We've got several guys from Atlanta on our roster right now, man. So yeah, I'd love to come by.
Yes, indeed. Well, Coach Kraft, good luck, buddy. I'll talk to you real soon, man.
Thanks, JR. Take care, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right, folks. It's Tim Kraft of the Bossman Show. Gardner Webb.
hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.